But didn't
Ben and Jerry's.
right? Make sure you don't get the human, because from what I was reading, the dog one you could actually
5.3 miles.
could eat.
Take
It's
exit
okay.
14C
Yeah.
onto M39 and Southfield Freeway.
Dog things you could eat, they're just gonna not taste as appealing. I mean, they're not gonna have as much sugar content. They're not gonna have, like I said, the dairy and different things. But you could, they can't have chocolate. But you could eat this. I'm sure it's not gonna be great for, like, you wouldn't really enjoy it, but you could eat it if you wanted to.
When I was a kid, my sister had a friend, and these are the things that are bizarre. I remember this stuff and remember, her name. My sister had a friend named Eileen. Okay. And we would come over and visit, and we had a dog at the time, and she would eat the milk bone dog biscuits. She liked them.
They're so hard. That's weird.
I know.
I mean, like, they're hard to eat.
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
But they're hard to break in half.
I know.
Like, break your teeth. That's weird. That's a weird girl.
I know. No idea where she is today.
Very strange.
Like she works for milk bone.
Maybe so.
Or Ben and Jerry's.
Oh my gosh. Here's a great reason to stick to your diet if you need one. According to a study, cheating on your diet can make your brain age faster and wipe out cognitive benefits. Not only will it expand your waistline, it will also kill your brain. So be careful.
It's another excuse I have.
Yeah. This study shows that people who stick to the Mediterranean diet have brains which are 6 years younger than those who follow a traditional Western diet. And basically what this study concludes is that when you cheat on this Mediterranean diet, you're basically undoing all the positive benefits that it does not only for your body but also your brain.
So you just revert back to one of us.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. Okay.
All right, thank you very much, Heather. All right, coming up at 7:50, the best number 72. 8 o'clock, we're talking to Robbie Grossman. Will join us. Dylan Larkin joins the show at 9:35. But coming up next, the Hoodie Do Right, 97.
New Year's resolutions. We all make them. We all break them. That's why your small business needs more than resolutions. It needs solutions. And you can get it with Comcast Business. Whether you want to work more efficiently with fast, reliable internet and advanced Wi-Fi, make your business safer with powerful cybersecurity solutions, or stay productive with 24/7 support. We've got the solutions you need for your business to get there. So make this year's resolution better solutions. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Help your business bounce forward with an amazing offer from Comcast Business to kick off 2021. Get started with a powerful and reliable internet and voice solution from Comcast Business for $35 each a month for 24 months for 2 years free by both. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to find out more. Offer ends June 7/21. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice mobility customers. Early termination fee applies. Enrollment in EcoBill and auto pay required.
Hey, it's Heather Park. Online sports betting is coming to Michigan, and you've got to check out my friends at BetRivers Sportsbook. As an official partner of the Detroit Pistons, BetRivers is getting ready to take your basketball bets. And they've got a special offer just for you. Go to BetRivers.com, complete the registration, and they'll give you $50 in site credit. How exciting is that? Sign up today at BetRivers.com. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117. Pending regulatory licensing.
Come to Kelly and his Van Dyke Dodge Award for the starts of the new Celsius brand. Lease a Dodge Challenger Scat Pack for just $359 per month. That's right, lease a Dodge Challenger Scat Pack for only $359 per month. Start out the new year with a Dodge Ram at Kelly and his Van Dyke Dodge. We have Metro Detroit's largest selection of Dodge Challenger and Charger Scat Packs. Hellcats and Hellcat Red Eyes in stock and ready to go. Lease a one-equipped 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn 4x4 for just $218 per month. Come see why Kelly and his Van Dyke Dodge and Ram has Metro Detroit's best selection of Ram trucks. That's right, lease a brand new Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 for only $218 per month. It's the all-new 2021 Dodge Durango all-wheel drive for only $338 per month. Shipping so incredible prices. Brand new Grand Caravans under $20,000. Or a brand new Journey just reduced to $16,939. Worried about 20? Yeah, take the Blue
on a Samsung large capacity top load washer and dryer that was $949 and now is just $679 each. Samsung's newest washing machine comes in a stylish champagne finish and has more capacity for large loads to cut down on wash time. And with the innovative Samsung dryer, set sensor dry to help dry clothes more evenly. Shop at Lowe's now with free delivery. Valid through 1/20 U.S. only.
What's in store this week at Staples?
New Year's fresh start.
Get a head start this year with great deals on storage solutions, tech, and office essentials.
And now, only at Staples, HP Plus is available on HP OfficeJet Pro printers, like the HP 8025E wireless all-in-one printer for just $169.99.
HP Plus gives you double the warranty and 6 months of ink at no extra cost.
Shop in-store or pick up curbside. Start the year right and save at Staples.
Curbside available in most stores. See staples.com/HP Plus for details.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Tempura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
The Detroit Pistons host the Milwaukee Bucks. Pre-game tomorrow night at 6:35 on 97.1 The Ticket. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Tony and Jansen.
By the way, I was checking out Sports Center during the break.
Yep.
I forgot. In like, less than a month? Yes, some more college football. The FCS starts.
Oh, that's right. We get you around college football this year.
Can you imagine? Because originally they thought about, the Big Ten or some of those conferences starting, like in February.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Well, I think I don't know where you guys were because we weren't working together at that time. I never really thought that was a viable solution for the Power Five, even the Group of Five. But the FCS, I'm excited. I hope that they actually get a chance to play, and I hope they get a chance to watch it.
I'm sure, believe me, I'm sure it'll be in some form.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. As many people know, Bill Belichick, who arguably is the greatest head football coach in the sport. Well, we can debate that between him and Saban, but one obviously in pros, one in college. Donald Trump wanted to present him with the Presidential Medal of Freedom on Thursday, and everything with our president is very controversial these days. And Belichick was a friend of his, or maybe still is, but it was a firestorm was created, especially in the New England area. How can you accept this from him after what happened last week? And yada yada yada. And I understand all that. So it was up to Bill Belichick, and he's turning it down. And here's some of his statement. Recently, I was offered the opportunity to receive the Medal of Honor, which I was flattered, but out of respect for what out of respect for what the honor represents and admiration for prior recipients. Subsequently, the tragic events of last week occurred, and the decision has been made not to move forward with the award. Above all, I am an American citizen with great reverence for our nation's values, freedom, and democracy. I know I also represent my family and the Patriots. One of the most rewarding things in my professional career took place in 2020, and through the great leadership within our team, conversations about social justice, equality, and human rights moved to the forefront and became actions. Continuing these efforts while remaining true to the people, team, and country I love outweigh the benefits of any individual. And I understand, look, whatever he was going to do was going to be controversial anyway. I'm sure there's people on the right who think he's being a coward, a snowflake, he's your buddy or whatever. But I think a lot has to do with that locker room. And say what you want, I'm sure, look, there are people in professional sports who are Trump supporters. But let's, call it what it is. I'd say the majority of the locker rooms in the NFL would not be. And especially after it happened Wednesday, and I think for the sanctity of that locker room, and he mentioned the whole social justice stuff that took place this summer and throughout this fall with the teams, and we saw with the Lions, one of the first teams to do that when they took that day off. It was the best thing for him and the Patriots for him not to accept that award.
Yeah, and the disappointing part, and I just want to read what the Presidential Medal of Freedom is given for, and it's given for an especially meritorious national interest of the United States, world peace, cultural or other significant public or private endeavors. And I think when you look at Bill Belichick's resume, whether he decided to receive this award or not, it is well deserving. When you talk about the cultural aspect of what he's been able to do, I mean, you talk about his career, and you mentioned it. You could debate whether he is the greatest football coach of all time, and it's hard to compare NFL coaches with college coaches with high school coaches because there's all different levels, there's all different criteria. But he's won 6 Super Bowl champions as a head coach, and I think people forget that he was the defensive coordinator for 2 more Super Bowl champions. That was 21 and 25. So he's got 8 rings. What he has been able to do and how he has been able to lead, whether it's as a position coach, as a defensive coordinator, as the coach of the New England Patriots, is second to none. And I think it's just disappointing that we're at a point in time in our country where an individual that has done something so miraculous and so, it's so special that we can't recognize it because of political reasons. And that's just disappointing. I understand and respect his decision. I would also understand and respect it if he decided to take it.
Look, I'm looking at a list of previous recipients, and there's a ton of them. It started with Lyndon Baines Johnson back in the late 60s, but each president has given tons of these. This is not some, frivolous thing. It does seem, it's not exactly a exclusive club. I mean, I'm looking at Ronald Reagan gave one to former vice presidential candidate, Democrat Edwin Muskie. He also, in 1983, gave one to Bear Bryant. You go down to, Barack Obama, giving some to Sandra Day O'Connor, who was, I believe, a Republican. She was the first woman in the Supreme Court, if I'm not mistaken. Sidney Poitier, Chita Rivera, John Lewis, musician Yo-Yo Ma. I mean, Bill Russell, even the ones that Donald Trump has given. Now, you might want to say Lou Holtz, but that's a whole different argument. But
Mariano Rivera.
The difference.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah, exactly. There's tons of them. Babe Ruth. I mean, obviously the babe wasn't around to get it from President Trump. Alan Page is on the list from Donald Trump as well. So Roger Penske, Jerry West. So there's tons. So it's not a publicity stunt or anything like that. There's tons from all walks of life who've gotten the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Look, I understand. It does Bill Belichick no good to accept this award right now. And maybe when times calm down a little bit, another president will decide to give Bill Belichick this award.
Yeah,
or maybe he already gets it, he just doesn't get it presented now. I don't know the protocol.
And it comes down to, is he deserving or not? Or was this just because he was, friends with the president? And I don't think friendship had anything to do with it. I think he is more than deserving of what he has accomplished in his career.
What do you guys think about the PGA pulling out of the PGA Championship from the Trump course? And what was it, New Jersey?
Yes. It's strictly business. It just looks right now to a lot of people bad to have anything associated with Donald Trump right now. So they made the preemptive strike. What's interesting, a lot of the people who, more the USGA, I would guess, Trump has been a big supporter of the sport of golf. And in some ways, he basically, I read an article where he basically said people should aspire to play golf, to be able to, be rich enough to play golf. But regardless of that, a lot of people don't want to be associated with anything with him. And the PGA, you don't want people protesting. And I don't know, in 2022, will that be over with? I don't know. So they just move it to a different
I heard
person.
yesterday that he was irate about it, and he expressed it because he's banned from Twitter.
I know. We could have one of his friends
Seriously, I honestly think he, and I look, I'm on both sides of this when it comes politically, but I really think if he just came out and maybe dialed it down a little bit, that some things might change here, you know? I mean, obviously not all he did is bad.
No doubt about it.
It's not even close, but it's the behavior.
Right,
and
it's the human being. A lot of people have with them more than policy. It was personality more than policy. To a lot of
And
people.
it bothers me sometimes. Obviously, what happened last week was ridiculous, okay? And it never should have gotten to that point, you know? And I hope this coming week, with what Heather Padner news about all the 50 capitals in all the different states, that we don't see chaos. And I think he has the power right now, and it's in his hands to kind of just level it off a little bit. Even if you don't think it, sometimes it's, you got to do what you don't believe in order to put things right. And I think people might at least back off a little bit then on the other side.
If you would tell them to back off and just let this happen.
Take the exit, then turn left onto
We're
Elm
going to
Drive.
take a text on something with the Lions we were talking about. The fact that the Lions are casting a wide net reflects they don't know what they're doing.
At the light, turn left onto
They're like
Elm
kids
Drive.
playing a game. That includes Spielman, who has zero experience. If the Lions knew what they were doing, they would simply look at the teams with the best records in the league over the last 5 years, ask permission to talk to their GMs, entice one with a blank check, and then get out of the way.
Oh, that worked well with Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia.
Well, they were not actually the most qualified, were they?
No, but they did come from the,
Yes.
the Patriots. They came from championship lineage.
Yeah. That makes no sense. I think, maybe sometimes you don't want to interview too many people because then you get, oh my God, this guy did this guy. But no, I think you talk to as many people as possible. You don't want to have a narrow search unless there's one person you know. But first of all, you have to interview more people, the Rooney Rule, which I think is good. And you get different ideas. That's what this is all about.
And then you look and you take however many you've interviewed and you write down the pros, you write down the cons, and you figure out, all right, who is it that we want to work with, that we believe gives us the best chance, who has the most of what we are looking for. And you don't want to get 2 years down the road and say, I wish we had interviewed this person. I don't think you can interview too many people.
I think sometimes people just look at this whole thing so wrong. Like, I've come to the point with the NFL. I want a coach and a GM who is committed to applying defensive pressure on the other team. And I'll take my chances with that.
The three most important things, I said this before the season, and hands out, at least today, the three most important things in football is you have to have a good quarterback, you have to protect your quarterback, and you have to get to the other team's quarterback. That's it. Everything is so quarterback driven. Give me Derrick Henry, fine, all that stuff. I'm sorry. And then there were a lot of good runners over this weekend, but it's all about quarterback. And you're right, pressuring the quarterback, and I say protecting and just having a good quarterback. Our telephone number, 248-539-9797. More of your reaction to the Belichick turning down the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and also who are the best number 72s? 97 on the ticket.
Hey, Michigan, have you been waiting for online sports betting? I'm excited to finally tell you it's almost here, and I've got some good news to go along with it. If you register your account early with FanDuel Sportsbook, you're going to get $100 in free bets once they go live. That is $100 in free bets. No deposit required. Just sign up, verify your account, and you're all set. FanDuel Sportsbook app is easy, safe, and fast. It's easy to register, make a deposit, and quickly find your bet. And when you win, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to get you your money fast. Now, I want you to take a look at the app and check it out, play with it a little bit. They've got player props, futures, live betting, odds boost, daily specials, anything that you're looking for. Just sign up at FanDuel.com/100free to claim your $100 in free bets. That's FanDuel.com/100free. Must be 21 or over and present in Michigan. Bonus issued in non-withdrawable site credit that expires 7 days after FanDuel goes live in Michigan. $100 is distributed as $50 site credit on each of Sportsbook and Casino. Unique user ID verification is required. Offer ends on go live date. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
from the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center. There is a new problem. I-75 northbound just after Holbrook. An accident is blocking that right shoulder. Meantime, in Clinton Township, police are still on the scene of an earlier accident. Groesbeck, both directions closed between 16 Mile Metro Parkway and Collier Street, which is just south of 16 Mile. And that's all due to the earlier accident. You can use Gratiot Avenue or Garfield to get around it. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
The Detroit Red Wings host the Carolina Hurricanes. Pre-game Thursday night at 7:15 on 97.1 The Ticket.
This is Boomer Esiason with the Radio.com Sports Minute. Alabama's Crimson Tide became a second quarter tsunami that buried the Ohio State Buckeyes 52-24 last night, playing the school's 18th national championship. Heisman Trophy winner Devontae Smith caught 12 passes for 215 yards and 3 touchdowns before exiting early in the third quarter with a hand injury. Smith recalled, when everybody said last year that our dynasty was over, we just came back and reloaded. What he and fellow seniors Najee Harris, the running back who also scored 3 touchdowns, and quarterback Mac Jones didn't realize they were signing up for was a season marked by COVID-laced uncertainty. But all that bubble environment, sacrifice, and discipline forged what Coach Nick Saban called the ultimate team. He added, there was more togetherness than almost any other team I ever had. Saban, a 7-time champion, also has the best recruiting class coming to Tuscaloosa. I'm Boomer Esiason.
At the light, turn left onto Hanford Avenue. Then the destination
ZzzQuil
is on
Pure
your left.
Z's all-night bi-layer tablets help you fall asleep naturally and regulate your sleep cycle so that you can take on your tomorrow. Designed with extended release melatonin, which slowly releases up to 6 hours to help you fall asleep and stay asleep longer through the night. ZzzQuil Pure Z's botanical blend is made with lavender, chamomile, valerian root, and lemon balm botanicals, which have been used for centuries. ZzzQuil Pure Z's all night. Simple tablets with simple ingredients that are 100% drug-free and non-habit forming.
Wendy's Baconator is the ultimate bacon cheeseburger that puts all other cheeseburgers to cheeseburger shame. And now we're bringing that same big bacon energy to shake up and wake up your breakfast with the Breakfast Baconator. Stacked with the fresh cracked egg, sausage, cheese, and bacon. And right now, you can get a free Breakfast Baconator with purchase in the Wendy's app. So get to Wendy's and always be baconating. We got you.
Offer available at participating U.S. Wendy's for a limited time during breakfast hours only. Offer must be redeemed via the app.